In your report, your presentation, and in answers to reviewers' questions, you explained your involvement in the design of the Blacks Road footbridge in Belfast. This was a Warren Truss. This was an off-the-shelf Warren Truss adjacent to a road bridge over a railway stop. In order to achieve some weight savings, some material savings, you carried out a value engineering exercise that required a dynamic analysis to be carried out because of the reduction in the size of some of the members. Stop. As a result of your analysis and the resulting redesign, you were able to demonstrate that the bridge complied. You were able to achieve weight savings and comply with the Eurocode for allowable frequencies. Stop. You also explained how you carried out an initial sense check to demonstrate compliance or otherwise with EC1. A2. You described how you supervised the construction of a ground floor slab at Queen Street Station, Glasgow, which although fairly straightforward in structural complexity, was of a rather complicated shape. It enabled you to demonstrate your competence in surveying and setting out using total stations and engineering levels, and to develop AutoCAD and BIM 360 software. As well as preparing method statements, applying on-site environmental controls and safety inductions and task briefings. You also described your work as the client's representative on the A9 Berrydale Braes improvement as part of the A75 Dunragit bypass in Scotland. Although not directly involved in site operations, this latter job gave you the opportunity of overseeing the work of designers and contractors during the construction phase from a client's point of view. Stop. A3, Management and Leadership. In your practical work to date, you've been responsible for the direct line management of only one person, a chainman on the Queen Street Station project. Though you have been responsible for the indirect management of consultants and contractors on the Berrydale Braes job, and indirect and quality control activities at Glasgow Queen Street. You described how you managed the difficulties you had with your chairman over his attitude to PPE and site safety, and how you, by a process of patient discussion and explanation of the possible consequences of his attitude, you brought him round to be much more aware of the importance of site safety, and without the need for exemplary disciplinary action. Stop. A4. On the A9 Berrydale Braes scheme, you explained how you led the project's quality assurance and risk management frameworks in terms of programme specification and community engagement, and managed an extension of time claim due to the delay on the part of the piling subcontractor in starting the work, and managed to refute the greater part of the claim with the agreement, if not the total satisfaction of the parties concerned. You also explained how you managed the COVID-19 crisis, managed the delays due to the COVID-19 crisis, as well as the health, safety and welfare aspects. A5. On the A9 Berrydale Braes scheme, you described the form of contract that was used, which is a derivative of the ICE 5th edition conditions of contract. You compared and contrasted this with the NEC 3 equivalent option, and how, among others, you had sought to persuade the senior management at Transport Scotland to adopt more current, more up-to-date contract conditions, which, though did not give the perceived price certainty of the ICE 5th edition, by adopting a more conciliatory approach, could lead to lower outturn costs. You explained your understanding of the difference between fitness for purpose and reasonable skill, care and diligence as applied to a design and build and separate design and construction contracts for designers and contractors. A6, health, safety and welfare. You're able to explain the responsibilities of the client, designer and contractor under the CDM Regulations 2015, the need for designers' risk assessments to be prepared and for a health and safety file to be maintained and stored. On a direct level, you described your discussions with your chairman over his attitude to health and safety, and you demonstrated a good understanding of the social and economic benefits of good safety practice, including the delivery of regular and frequent toolbox talks. A7, sustainable development. Now, going back to A1. A1, you also explained where the fixed and sliding bearings on the footbridge were located and the reasons for the choice of elastomeric bearings over sliding and rotating rigid bearings. Stop.